big hater of the podcast.
They don't like
they
the
hate,
slop.
They hate the slop, dude.
There it is.
It's time to get sloppy.
Now we're going.
We got another guest on this week.
Yeah, Jacob Jonas.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Happy to be here on Slopcast, drinking Miller Lite.
Mm-hmm.
Miller High Life.
The unofficial sponsor.
Yeah, and we also have the White Claws that some ladies gave me at the Don't Tell. Shout out, Danny and Nora.
Okay.
Shouts out.
Those are their names.
Yeah. They gave me those.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, sometimes when you're the host and you're just like, man, who got a drink?
I've never, in that accent, I don't think I've ever said something like that.
That's why you don't get drinks.
Yeah.
Is that what you said at the end of the show?
That's my quote accent.
Man, who got a drink?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I said, I brought up like the last comic. I said, well, you know, you probably, if you brought too much beer to this BYB show, let me help you out quick. And they gave me one, and then I went up to them. I thanked them after, and then they gave me like 6 after.
Wow.
Yeah.
And did they give you the Miller High Life too, or did you get that?
Yeah, they were dudes, actually.
Just some blue collar union workers.
Yeah.
The real story is that you bought the White Claws.
Yeah. And it tickled their scrotes for the Miller High Life. Their names were actually Zach and Cole. But yeah, Jacob Jonas, shout out, comedian,
The comedian,
Atlanta extraordinaire from Colorado.
originally from Colorado.
How is it?
Colorado? It's
And you know what? Good.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You're
That's
already
a good- yeah,
this
you're
is
getting
shit.
it.
This is Slopcast, dude.
Fucking, we had Kenny on that was like, "Why are you burping into the mics?" What
Really?
do you mean? Yeah.
He said,
my
I'm
God.
caught off guard.
Yeah. He's like,
If Kenny's listening to this right now, fuck you.
Kenny.
You're right.
No,
It wasn't a girl that
kidding.
gave me the White Claw. It was Kenny, and I get confused.
Because of his long hair
Yeah. And
and his
supple bussy.
He does have a pussy.
and that butt he's got. Oh.
Colorado's not bad. I actually I lived my entire life in Colorado. And now that I've traveled a bunch, and now I live in Atlanta, Colorado's probably like one of the better states.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'll second that, dude. Colorado's sick.
Have you been to Colorado?
Yeah. I went when I was in Boy Scouts. And
That's where they got you.
yeah. Literally, I think every other episode I'm about to tell like a crazy funny story about.
I've never gotten raped in Colorado before.
Every time I'm about to tell a story about something fun in Boy Scouts, AJ's just like, and you got raped.
That is like the only thing that you tie to Boy Scouts. It's like there's not.
Well,
what
my
do you-
experience was pretty sweet then because that never happened to me. And I
They're
went
like, you get a rape badge.
Yeah,
You
you're the
get-
golden goose.
the stretchiest boy.
the bussy badge.
Dude, but it was fun because like we were on this like big trip, and I was like, all right, I'm in a Boy Scout uniform. Like nobody's gonna think that I'd be the one stealing something.
Right.
So you go to like a gift shop at a national park
Oh.
and just put on a hat and a jacket and walk out.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude, I got like a Pikes Peak like Ranger jacket.
Dude, and those are like fucking $75. Like
was
those
no-
are
yeah, at
those are
least.
expensive.
When I was I was worried about a statute of limitations, but I think it's fine.
Yeah.
They used to at Dick's Sporting Goods. They would tag everything, right?
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
couldn't
with
walk
the-
out.
yeah.
But the only thing that they wouldn't tag was the CrossFit clothes that they would mark up like 2,000%. So
Oh,
they'd have
wow.
sweatpants for like $150.
Yeah.
So me and a buddy would walk in there, and we would take 15 wardrobes into a dressing room, and we come in big baggy sweatpants and sweatshirts and walk out Michelin Man style
Wow.
with like fucking $1,200 worth of clothes.
You walk out
Damn.
looking like Dave Blunts.
Yeah.
I can't put down the CrossFit.
They're like, why is white David Lucas here?
Yeah.
Somebody can.
Did you ever get caught doing that?
No, we just stopped.
Wow.
We kind of figured, we were like, we don't need more clothes at this point.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And we can't, I mean, eventually we will get caught. So
Yeah.
why don't we stop while we're ahead? But
That's funny where you just got bored with it. You're like, I don't
yeah,
give a shit anymore.
they
Too
never caught on. And
So those were the more expensive clothes,
they were very expensive. Yeah.
and they were like, those we're not gonna tag.
for whatever reason, I don't know if
Okay.
the guy at the Kennesaw Dick Sporting Goods forgot about that section. But yeah,
Wow.
it'd be like $70 shorts, and be like, okay, I'll take 3 pairs.
Hell yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Colorado, dude, were you close to Rifle?
Not really, but I've been to
Okay.
Rifle before.
Yeah, there's a town in Colorado called Rifle.
It's kind of a badass name.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's a horrible shit town, but
It's also where Lauren Boebert is from. dude.
really,
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
that bitch is insane.
Who's
That bitch is
Laura
crazy.
Boebert?
Laura
She's
Boebert.
a representative for. I think she's a congresswoman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the one that gave a dude like a hand J in the movie theater like a year or two ago while she was a sitting
I did hear
congresswoman.
about that.
Yeah.
That's a cool chick. What are
I
you
know.
talking about?
Yeah, she's just crazy, but
Yeah,
like,
okay,
yeah,
all right.
she's like
Sounds rad to me.
yeah, I'm not disparaging that part.
she's like super Republican. I don't know if you knew this, but before she was a congresswoman, she used to. I think she owned or was a part of a restaurant where all of the waitresses open carried.
That's what I was gonna bring up. Dude.
And
Yeah.
rifle?
yeah,
Yeah, in Rifle, it was called
More like pistol. Come on.
It was called fucking.
I don't remember.
What the fuck is it called, dude? I'm blanking.
Oh no.
Bitches with. I gotta stop saying bitch. By the way,
No.
I love women.
You can say bitches.
Hey,
you-
and if you don't, I won't tell anybody.
We know you love men.
No, what was it called?
Dude, I want to say it was called like. I remember. Okay, there was a burger called the 1776 burger.
Okay.
I remember that.
How do you remember a sandwich but not the restaurant?
I don't know, dude.
Crazy.
Wow, I'm blanking so hard.
Was it
I'm
something to
wasting
do with
this.
guns?
Yes, everything was to do with guns, dude.
Yeah, I have no idea. That is crazy though that she got. Yeah, she was like vaping
Yeah.
and giving a hand job, or like it was not a hand job, but she was like she was getting felt up and she was feeling another dude up.
But she essentially owned like if the Woody Harrelson's character from Zombieland, if he invented Hooters, like that's what this place was like your titties are out and the gun's out.
Yep.
And like, bro, can you imagine eating there and like being like, oh, I guess I gotta tip 80% now.
Yeah.
Like, you just see the fucking.
I would like to go to that place.
Yeah.
Yeah, unironically, like I don't,
Yeah.
I hate Lauren Boebert, but that kind of sounds like a fucking.
Yeah. Why do you
Yeah.
hate her?
I think that she's just a hypocrite, and also
Do you have your phone?
Yeah.
you
Look
can
it up
look it up.
quick.
All right. I'll just.
Hooters more like shooters.
Oh. Damn it. I was trying to do it with. I was trying to do it, but then I came up with G for gun. I was like, Gooters doesn't really make sense.
More
You had
like-
all of the recipe, you had all of the ingredients, but you just couldn't figure it out.
Do anal with one of the waitresses. Call it shit in Weston.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Shit in Weston. That was gross, but we got there.
My cock 19. Just making this a
nice.
sex place now. It's not even a restaurant anymore.
Gun themed restaurant?
Lauren Boebert restaurant.
Lauren
Look
Boebert.
it up.
You guys, we had Lauren Boebert, but you guys have Marjorie Taylor Greene.
I
dude.
know, yeah,
She's
yeah.
actually like I have a lot of family in Northern Georgia or whatever
Yeah.
in Dalton, and she's the representative of that area.
Okay. Fuck, Marry, Kill, Lauren Boebert, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and AOC.
Ooh,
Tea heater?
Was
No,
it?
nothing.
Okay,
Don't look at that.
it's just porn. Can I have one more of these?
Yeah,
is
you got
gay
as many as you
porn?
want.
Okay, fuck Mary. Ooh,
Oh, come on.
I know. No, I'm wasted. Fuck Mary Kill.
Shooters.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah. Shooters Bar and Grill.
That is exactly
That's
what it's called.
funny.
Nailed it.
Look
I
up the
did nail
menu.
it.
Look up the menu. I'm
All
telling
right.
you, dude.
I'll go back to being quiet.
Okay.
You can riff and type.
Fuck Mary Kill, AOC, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert. I'd probably have to marry
You
AOC.
gotta kill Marjorie Taylor Greene, right?
You got it.
Yeah, I would kill
Gotta.
MGT, hypothetically. Or MTG. What is it? Marjorie? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, MTG. And then Lauren Boebert, I'd fuck her.
Yeah, a little bit, but like a few times.
Yeah, a couple of, if it went well the first
Take
time,
creative liberties here.
you got to make sure you wear protection. because
Instead of
that is-
kill, can I just disregard?
Ooh.
I remember there being like funny ass
Oh.
names on the menu.
Potato rags. That sounds gross. That's
Potato rags.
rags.
I don't like that
I'm
at
on the
all.
potato
I'm
rag.
surprised that it's not like
Irish
potato
girl period?
ragheads or something.
Oh, you think we don't? You don't think we
You
don't
guys
edit?
can edit that, right?
Well, we ain't editing this one. Get a taco with the side of.
Oriental chicken salad. That's on there.
Oh, wow.
That probably tastes like.
They probably
ass.
did that on purpose. They're like, we know that we shouldn't say the O word, but we're going to do it anyway.
They said Oriental chicken.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't.
not. You're not supposed to say that.
Oh,
I don't
you're
think.
not. I didn't. That didn't.
They
That,
still call ramen noodles Oriental flavored.
I'm, dude, you got to stop saying the
That's
word.
the flavor of the ramen noodles. You can't get in trouble for that.
you just have to say rug after it every time.
Oriental rug ramen. You grew up in Philly?
No, not at all.
Or you grew up in Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Was there like any specific thing, like restaurant or like
that, like with guns?
Yeah,
and
or
shit
something
like
memorable.
Oh yes, dude. There was the closest business to my mom's house when I was growing up was the mulch distributor. And it was just, you pull up and there's big mounds of different shades of mulch. And there's this guy that like worked in a shack in front of the lot. His name was Buppy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude. And then the next business was like an ice cream store. And sometimes you go in there and it smells like... That's a good one.
Sorry, yeah.
Sometimes you go in there and it smells like pee. Because Buppy had like pancreatic cancer.
Himself? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Buppy
wow.
peed himself.
Oh, no, pancreatic cancer. Oh, that's sad.
Be like, it's just Buppy.
Oh,
I know.
That used to happen to my dog.
Yeah.
We would walk
walk-
him, and then he didn't have the energy to get up because he had cancer.
Yeah.
He'd come back in, he's just soaked in piss, and you go, oh.
Wow.
Yeah, but your dog didn't help you make that bed of flowers look real nice.
Yeah, he didn't sell mulch. No.
That's true.
He bit me one time.
Dude, that's crazy. So did Buppy.
That's so funny because when I thought we were talking about like restaurants or whatever, and you're like, yeah, there's this place called like the Mulch Distributor, and I was like, that sounds like a really artisan type of brewery or something.
No, it's where they sell mulch.
But just pounds of rotting grass.
But the same type of women you find there.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's a gross lady that shops at the mulch place.
Imagine munching on Shorty's mulch.
Mulching on it.
Dude, I love the name
Mulch
Buppy.
Wade.
Mulch Wade, dude.
Did you grow up in like rural Colorado though?
No, I grew up in I grew up in Centennial, Colorado, which is like southern Denver, but it's like the suburbs. Yeah, it was just like just a normal, everyday suburban life, you know?
Yeah, dude.
Huh.
Yeah. I had a school shooting.
Oh.
Yeah, I sensed the silence, and I was like, I'll just bring it up.
Yeah.
Did you not know that?
No,
There was, I talk about it all the time.
Oh
and
my
like,
Good
God.
juice, dude.
yeah.
You're already out of jail?
Dude, no, so like, yeah, exactly. And then
How many did you get?
I just started comedy, dude. Just the next day, I got out and I was like, I got to do an open
We
mic.
gotta talk about this.
I was a little hungry before. I stopped at Shooter's Bar and Grill.
yeah.
Excuse me, y'all know anywhere I can take my anger out?
No, it was, dude. It's funny because
I agree. It is very.
It is
very
funny, just objectively. But what happened was I had talked to this kid a couple of times. So it was basically this kid.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Thank God.
What?
You'd talk to him?
Oh yeah, I tried to convince him out of it, but no, I I was like, come on, man.
Gotta do something else, right?
Yeah.
Dude,
No,
you're
he
just leaving notes in front of his lawn, being like, "You're schizophrenic."
no, what happened was he's like obviously a weird kid. Yeah, go for it. And my senior year, December 13th, 2013, it was when the shooting happened. But my grandmother had died 2 days or 3 days beforehand. So I was in Atlanta because she's from Atlanta.
Hey-o.
So
Yeah.
that's
ATL,
I was in
life.
Atlanta, ho, and so I was at my grandmother's funeral. And then as we were driving back to Atlanta, I had just gotten out of my grandma's funeral. We were driving back to Atlanta.
Your phone and go,
Yeah.
thank God.
Oh my god.
And so after my grandma's funeral, we're driving back on the freeway, and I start getting texts from my friends. It is funny. I start getting texts.
Grandma's funeral is the best day.
I start getting texts from my friends,
crazy. If
and
you
they go, hey, are you safe? Like, where are you? Like, what classroom are you in? And I go, I'm in Atlanta. And they go, oh shit.
Fucking piece of
You-
shit.
they
I'm getting
go-
ice cream, boys. Fuck you.
They go, look at the news, and it was a CNN article. It was
Oh my
Arapahoe
God.
High School, 2013.
Oh my God.
And yeah, my grandmother more or less maybe saved my life. I don't know.
Wow, dude.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Thank God she's dead.
I would be.
No, but like seriously, it's crazy because like
That's wild.
what happened was like he went in. I'll just describe it. It's really quick. He went in with a shotgun.
Yeah, we're not cutting out, so.
Shot one girl, not funny, whatever, and then got statute of limitations. And then and then he was looking for the debate coach because he got kicked off the debate team like 6 months prior.
Oh,
Insane.
dude,
Insane.
that's crazy. He's like rebuke this argument. Where's your counterpoint to this?
Yeah. It would be funny if he was like an improv dude and he was like, yes, and then, no, and then he was like, he literally, I think his only goal was to kill the debate coach because and the debate coach was also the librarian. And so he shoots like one girl and then he goes in.
Nerd.
And then
I'd kill him too. Where is he at?
And then he goes into the library and he goes, where the fuck's Murphy? Where's Murphy? Because it was Mr. Murphy. Couldn't find Mr.
Nick
Murphy. Yeah, where's Nick Murphy? And so he's like, where's Murphy? Where's Murphy? He couldn't find him. And then he like goes into the corner of the, no, he throws a Molotov cocktail. He has a Molotov cocktail. I can't believe I haven't told you the story. It sounds like I'm making this shit up. It's not, it's real.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Domestic terrorist.
So this kid got kicked off the debate team, went home, played the COD 4 campaign,
Literally,
and was like, "I need to do that."
Literally.
Oh my god.
And so dude. And what's crazy is that he had a bandoiler. So he had a shotgun. He had a bandoiler of like 125 rounds or something.
Yeah.
And so I think that
is that what that's called?
I've read it as bandolier.
Bandolier.
I don't know if I
Yeah.
didn't mean to call you.
This is listen to the expert.
Right.
I had a school shit. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, let's ask him what it's called.
But no, he had like way more ammunition and like he had more Molotov cocktails and stuff. Threw one, exploded.
Multiple?
He had multiple. And then
Crazy.
he just like went into the corner and like painted the ceiling with his brains. So.
Whoa!
But honestly, a fucking loser, dude. Carl, what was his name? Carl Pearson.
Carl Pearson.
Yep.
Dude, imagine if Carl also failed art class. He's like, how's this for Jackson Pollock?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But that, I mean, immediately. But this is kind of funny. After I was like, I was in Atlanta, and then I was like dealing with all the show. I was like, oh my god. And then I flew back, obviously, to Denver, and I went to the memorial that was like a week later. And I'm not going to say my friends' names, but we went to the memorial.
You could say
and then
their
we
addresses.
Yeah. And then we went to the memorial.
We find
and then,
that very funny.
right. We went to the memorial, and then immediately we went to one of my friend's house, and we went on reddit.com r/too-soon, which is a bunch of too soon jokes. Yeah. And then we were laughing at memes about our own school shooting.
Do you remember any of them?
I can't. I mean, it was probably just like some random fucking bullshit, but it was crazy.
Like a picture of Pepe the Frog, and the caption is me when my school gets shot up.
Me when I get kicked off the debate team.
Oh my god.
My school didn't have a shooting, but we did have a cheerleading coach that was a lady.
Oh.
And she had convinced the entire cheerleading team that for good luck before every competition, they would line up and walk by and honk her tits.
Wow.
The teacher's tits?
Yeah. And then one time a parent saw it and was like, hey, what the fuck was that?
What do I have to do to join this
That's
team?
by the way, that's way cooler than a school shooting. That's like the opposite of a
Yeah,
school
but it's
shooting.
not nearly as funny.
Wait, listen. So the parent like goes to the school and it's like, hey, you got this fucking lady down here that's getting her tits honked every time they compete.
Yeah.
And so they fire her, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all of the girls are furious because they were like a great cheerleading team. And she had convinced them that was their good luck charm.
Oh my god.
They were like, how are we going to win if we can't honk knockers before we go out there?
Oh my
How do you
God.
win as a cheerleader squad?
There's like routines that they practice and set up with like pyramids and shit, and then they're all scored on it. And like if a girl falls, it's like, ooh.
Yeah. Should have honked the tit.
Yeah, you should have honked the tit.
Damn, you honk the left one. We can always honk the right. Hey, some people have some superstitions.
Dude.
That is somebody. It would be funny if a cheerleader has like OCD and she's like, I got to do this one and this one and this one. And,
I was dating a girl that had graduated when that came out, and she was a cheerleader. And she was like, yeah, that's part of it. You walk down the hall, you honk her tits, and then you go out and win.
I'm going to be honest. That's not that weird. I don't even think that's like weird. I don't think she should have gotten even fired.
Really?
I mean, kind of, like it's weird for
you have
sure.
Minors honking your tits?
Well, I just think that
feels
it's
like
it's kind of like a funny gag.
Remember, we don't cut things.
I know. Well, listen, like I'm just gonna say, if there's any sort of, let me just backtrack. Can you guys please cut this? Actually,
No. Sorry.
if there's any sort of weird sexual stuff, let me just dig myself out of this hole really quick.
Okay.
If there's any weird sexual stuff between a teacher and students,
Yeah.
that's probably like the least.
Okay, fair.
Here.
Fair.
I'm not gonna edit that out at all, but I will. but I will provide maybe a supporting argument. Is that it feels like the gymnastics equivalent of like a baseball coach like slapping your ass or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Or just a baseball coach being like, "Yeah, you gotta grab my balls."
Yeah.
And fondle.
You gotta tug the cord before you go up there. Hey, boys, you gotta ring that bell.
Yeah, the players
All right.
are like, "We're getting hosed out there, coach. Give me your balls."
All right.
Hey, boys, we're getting creamed out there. I need every one of you to finger me.
Hey, boys, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna sit down, crisscross applesauce, with my mouth wide open.
We're getting creamed. You got to give me your cream. Let's go.
I know it don't sound right, buddy. I'm telling you, it works. I've been coaching this game for 18 years now.
I'm glad that like 5 people listen to this podcast.
18.
Yeah.
18. Oh yeah, 18.
73 on one.
Yeah.
Oh, is that true? Wait, do you post it on like Spotify?
And
Spotify,
YouTube,
Apple.
Apple.
Nice. You get the metrics and the
Yeah,
the-
and then we don't do anything with it.
What's really fun is sometimes in Apple, it's just like, hey, we don't have any analytics. There weren't enough.
Oh, that's kicking you while you're down.
Yeah,
That's brutal.
they're like 6 ain't good enough.
It's like pushing a blind guy down the stairs. Don't do that. Come on.
Oh my god, dude! I helped a random blind guy on Wednesday when I was like touring an apartment.
Oh,
What happened?
Yeah,
Okay.
well, he was just on the street, and I kind of was like tiptoeing by. I was like, oh my god, and he's like, hey, and I was like,
you can't get past a blind guy.
I know it's
They're
so.
bats.
Yeah,
They're like
dude,
bats.
That is true. Daredevil, dude. They
Yeah.
can sense you.
I felt like it felt like a Lord of the Rings thing.
Yeah.
Where he was like the dragon Smog. He's like, I smell you in my lair.
yeah.
But his lair is just Edgewood. But he was like, I helped him.
Coins, it's chicken bones.
Yeah. He's in a mountain of them. Yeah, I helped him cross the street. I'm a good guy. And then he's like, I got it from here. And I'm like, I hope so.
Hell
I had a
yeah.
blind guy bump into me recently, and I was like, "Oh, my bad." And then he acted like I killed my dog. He was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have touched you. I'm so sorry." And I was like,
Oh wow.
"Hey, mate, you can't see, and I can.
Yeah.
It was on me." And he was like, I have my thing. I should have known better."
Damn.
And I was like, "Who's hitting you, man?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fine."
That's even worse than just like not doing it at all.
yeah,
You know?
yeah,
You
right.
should
Damn.
have been like, man, you suck at being blind.
Yeah.
that's
It would have
what I
been funny
did,
if you were
yeah.
like, you know what? Yeah, you were in the wrong.
Yeah,
dude.
I said,
Hey-
hey, also, my shoes are a little dirty. Why don't you get down there and kiss them?
Yeah. Hey, buddy, life ain't bumper cars, okay? Fucking mind your space.
Why don't you
Dude.
learn how to live with your disability, okay?
You were talking about Edgewood. I remember there was one time when at Joystick, Mike. There's the homeless people there are insane. Like all Edgewood.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, they're
they
wild.
like they're like the not even the intensity like concentration wise, but just like the intensity of like homeless
Yeah.
people.
They're
I-
a higher level of crazy.
It is a higher level of crazy. There was one time that I was at Joystick and all the comics or whatever. We were like smoking cigarettes outside, and this homeless dude walks by, and he's like, "Whatever, it's just a normal homeless dude." And then he walks by, and I see the back of his head. There's a piece missing.
What?
It's like a bloody dude. It's gone. It's gone, dude. I think, dude. It was crazy. I walked by, and he was like fine, and then I was like, "Oh my god!" And then it was like he got shot with like a gun. Like I don't know what happened, but it was just like there was a
Yeah.
chunk
Dude.
and it was bloody and it was just missing. It was crazy,
Oh my
What?
god!
like down to the skull. It was crazy.
Stay
God.
away from me.
Damn, dude,
Yeah.
he's the lone survivor of the school shooting.
I'm like, Carl? I thought you killed yourself.
Pearson.
Was it hanging there?
No. It was just like a weird. It looked
Oh,
like
he
a.
cleaned it up.
No, it looked like a bite that was just taken out of the back of
Oh,
his
your
skull.
headphones getting wrapped.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
And I think that when you get like, I don't know if he was on like, he was definitely on drugs. I don't know if he was on fentanyl or whatever. But I feel like if you get to a certain point of like opiate addiction or whatever, like you just don't care about your like. People just like lose limbs and stuff, and they're like, man, I don't give a fuck. I'm just doing fentanyl.
Coma.
yeah.
Bring me the fet.
That's how you know it's a good drug.
I was
Yeah.
talking to Lindsay about that the other day. I was like, what if we both just got on welfare and addicted to opioids and got to watch like Maury all day? Wouldn't that be And I can't think of a better way to spend a day.
No, yeah.
Coming in and out of an opioid coma and being like, those are some trash people on that show.
Yeah, you come out of a coma. You're come out of a coma. You're like,
God.
not the father, and then you just like fall back.
Thank God I've got my shit together.
As you have a needle hanging out of your arm.
yeah.
I never did.
Or the back of your skull. Did he just walk? Did he do anything? Say anything? He just walked by.
No, he just walked by. He was actually one of the more polite homeless people, and I'm like,
That's probably the Walking Dead took place in Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's probably they literally the writer just walked down Edgewood. Was like, fuck.
Yeah, he's like, this is the fucking. Also,
like,
you know,
he's
what?
like,
Boy, do I have an unpaid job for you all.
Man, we got a hit.
You know, have you ever watched Baby Driver before?
Yeah,
dude.
sick.
Also in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I watched it the other week, and there's a shot on literally right next to Joystick. It was like there was a shot that like it was like that gas
really?
station. It was the gas station,
Yeah.
and then there was like the city skyline.
Oh,
and I was like,
fun.
wow, that's cool.
I like that. I like when you like recognize a place in a movie.
Yeah, dude. They filmed the fucking 2 Chainz music video in Joystick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I don't know which one, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad story.
Were you
Sorry.
guys? Were you in Atlanta? Didn't T-Pain or somebody like who? No, who?
T.I.
T.I. Yeah, he was
T-Pain's
doing
also
comedy
from
and
Atlanta.
stuff.
Yeah, dude. I saw him like last month.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I was staying outside of Katz, and this like G-Wagon that looked like a literal fucking spaceship like pulled up, and just parked right in front of it, like not a parking spot at all. And then like a giant like Polish looking dude like hopped out in
Interesting.
fucking full bulletproof, just like stood there, and then T.I. hopped out the driver's seat and just was saying what's up to everybody.
Damn.
Yeah.
Were you in Atlanta when he was doing comedy?
When he
Yeah.
started, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he still did it. I mean, I think he did it that night. Yeah.
Oh wow,
He'll do it every now and then still, yeah.
Yeah.
that's crazy. I wasn't there like beef between like T.I. and like some host or something in Atlanta?
Yeah.
He got into something with Lauren Knight. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
yeah,
Yeah, it went viral on the internet and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I heard. What happened?
Do you remember?
Yeah. So when she was doing our bar, like he came by, and then I guess she was like on stage or something, and like he like was in the back and called her like a bitch or something, and then she went on Instagram, was like, he called me a bitch and all this, and he went on his live and was like, I never did that. Like you.
Was it on live? I thought it was on stage.
No, they did it on stage, but then they went on
like
Instagram the next
afterwards?
day, and
Yeah.
Lauren's like, "This is crazy," and he was like, "You show me a video of me calling you a bitch, and I'll give you $1 million." I never did that, and then she was like, "Fucking bet," and posted like the CCTV footage, and just like you just see T.I. like leave the stage, she's up there, and then he's in the back, and you see him like lean back and put his like his hands up and go, "Bitch!"
Wow. And she never got the money, I'm assuming?
No, I think they're reconciled. It's all good. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a
We gotta get T.I. We gotta get T.I. on here to clear it up.
That is funny. I was actually
He wouldn't like me.
No.
I was supposed to
I'm
replace
telling you
T.I.
right now.
yeah.
You had T.I. lined up.
He was sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was sick. Yeah,
We had
yeah,
T.I.
yeah.
lined up, and then we're like, no, we need Jacob Jonas.
That's funny. Yeah, and then he comes on here and he's like, Lauren Knight's a fucking bitch.
Oh,
Damn,
God.
dude.
Well, that's the clip. We're just posting you saying that.
No, that I think that right after that T.I. did another, because I think that was like right when he started.
Yeah.
And then I think that T.I. did. I think he opened a Dave Chappelle something. He did something in an arena, and
Yeah.
he bombed.
Show, I think.
Yeah, he bombed super hard.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think he would just go on for like 30 minutes, and people would light him, and he'd just be like, no.
Dude, if I was T.I., I'd probably
yeah, I mean,
do
you're
that
fucking
too.
T.I., you got a little bit of leeway, I'd say.
Yeah. You get a Grammy or let it run the lights. I
Yeah.
think those are the rules.
He's like the rapper version of Brendan Schaub, where he just kind of like goes in and
Yeah.
it could like like where he doesn't have like previous experience
Oh
at
my
open
God.
mic.
Did you see that guy's fucking special?
Dude, Brendan Schaub.
Yeah.
The Gringo Poppy.
Yeah, dude, I saw both of them. He did.
I
He
didn't
did.
see the first
The
one.
first one is called. I can't even remember.
Oh, it's
what
called You'd Be Surprised.
Yes, you'd be surprised, dude. It's like the greenest open micer that you've ever seen. Do an hour,
Yeah.
and the crowd is not even like laughing. Like
Yeah.
they're
It's
like,
like
"What the
bombing.
hell is this?" And
Dude.
then it was so bad.
In the Gringo Poppy one, he had like a joke that then Joe Rogan did the exact same joke on his most recent special.
No way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember. No, it
Yeah.
was the. I think it was him talking about like Asian people.
Oh yeah, he stole two. He stole like
That's crazy. From his boy?
yeah.
From
He
the
did-
shittiest comedian.
Yeah.
He did like the same like Chinese impression, and then also was like his did like 3 minutes just be like, I wish I was gay because then we could just play video games with your boys and fuck.
Yeah, and that was a Brendan Schaub joke.
Yeah.
But it's not
Also, doesn't
even.
sound too bad.
No, but also even
Yeah.
Brendan Schaub probably fucking stole that from somebody.
That's
else.
like a that's
It's
It's like
It's
it's the
hack as hell.
hackiest fucking thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I watched Gringo Poppy. He
you
had
know it's
one.
not hack my material.
Yeah.
I'm the best.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody talking about what you are.
I've
No,
never
that is
once
true.
done like a semi Borat impression on stage.
No, never, dude.
Definitely did not do that twice tonight.
You start bombing. You're like, yeah. You do the Borat impression talking about having sex with your gay friends or whatever.
My cock.
Oh, this butthole is very nice.
Very nice.
Very tight.
No, Brendan Schaub in one of his jokes in the Gringo Poppy was like, he's talking about like Mexican cookies. Like, you ever have Mexican cookies? It's where you put salsa on a cookie, and that was the whole joke. And I'm like, bro, dude,
No, but I went to church with a kid that would dip his Oreos in ketchup.
is that
Oh
true?
my god.
What?
Yeah.
Where is he in life now?
His bro. Well, he had to. I don't know if he's still in the military, but I know he was in the military and addicted to drugs.
Yeah.
At the same time?
Yeah.
That checks
That's
out.
cool.
Yeah, and his brother killed a guy.
In the military.
No,
Just in
on his
general.
front porch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he's still defending.
The guy's like, I ran out of ketchup. I don't have any more, dude.
He's still defending the homeland.
Well, apparently, so actually, his mom had got a restraining order against an ex-boyfriend, and
Yeah.
he showed up to the house. And that guy was living there and was like, "You're not supposed to be here," and just fucking smoked him.
All right.
Did he?
That's pretty cool.
Did he go to
actually.
prison?
I mean, he went to jail for like a little bit because he just killed a guy. But
Yeah.
then, like, when it was like, oh, he violated a restraining order, I thought my life was in danger. They were like,
Yeah.
fair enough.
That is fair.
Stand your
Yeah.
ground, dude.
Stand your
Yeah.
ground.
And it wasn't in Georgia?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
Easy.
yeah.
I feel like,
Easy.
yeah, Georgia's like
Out in
fucking.
a cow pasture, basically.
Yeah,
feel
Georgia is like, if literally they just kill him. It doesn't matter. Just kill him. It doesn't.
If y'all start roasting me too hard, you're in my house.
Yeah, exactly.
I could kill you right now. Hell yeah, dude. Random funny story. Sherry, friend of the podcast.
Oh, Sherry.
I was at Smith's the other day.
Shout out, Sherry.
I was at Smith's the other day.
Fuck you, Kenny. No, I'm just kidding. Kenny, I love you.
We were,
He
at,
won't listen.
Yeah,
to
he's
this
not
far.
going to listen to this.
we were at Smith's the other day, and
He's a narcissist. He
Sher-
only listens to his own episode.
yeah. And Sherry had a backpack on, and then like I like backed up into like a Red Bull, like somebody's drink, and like knocked it over, and now it's just starting like to pool up and about to like spill over on the
Yeah.
table. And Sherry's like, "Oh no, my bad!" And like he cups his hands and puts it under and catches all the spilled stuff, and then hovers them over the Red Bull and puts it back in.
Wait, whose Red Bull was it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
just some
crazy.
random.
Yeah.
Like that guy did with my puke.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? What happened?
It was a story we already told on the podcast, but when the first time I got really drunk, I threw up and a guy put his hand under my chin to catch it, and then I spewed black puke all
Yeah.
over a white couch.
Yeah, that was
And-
crazy. Sherry just felt so bad that he started throwing up on random people at Smith's. Podcast rumors.
Podcast rumors.
Yeah, we should start rumors about everybody.
If you got one, rip it.
I don't have rumors, but I have another funny story about somebody.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was hosting an Alley stage like a few months ago, and Case Hand,
Yeah.
and he works at Alley, like runs like the sound and stuff like that. And so I was just kind of standing in the back with him, and like I was just going on Hinge, and anytime I just saw like a hot girl, I just showed it to him. I was like, "Look at that." And he was like, "Yeah, nice."
You're just making them uncomfortable. You're
Yeah.
like, tell me what you do. That
I
girl.
found it so fun. I just kept
Tell me
doing
what
it.
you do to that woman.
Yeah, I kept doing that for like
Tell
the whole.
me.
Yeah, for
Seriously.
like the whole show. And my favorite part of all this was his girlfriend was sitting right beside him. and then like 2 months.
It would be funny if you're like, tell me what you do to her, and then you cover his girlfriend's ears.
Well, I probably should have, because he came up to me like a month later. He was like, "Man, me and my girlfriend just got in like a big fight." I was like, "That sucks." And then he's like, "Yeah," and then like she ran out of like stuff to say or whatever, and then she started like she just brought up that time. She's like, and you just were looking at all those girls with Patrick. Where's she?
It's funny how sometimes you don't realize you could play a huge part in someone's life.
Yeah, I know. I was literally just like,
what do you think about that?
I was like, this is pretty nice, right?
Yeah.
That would be that is funny to just torpedo a relationship like somebody else's.
They're still together, I think. Fingers crossed.
Are you still talking about her? Like she's there?
Oh hell yeah! Shout out Case. Yeah. She's a nice little lady.
You had shows? You guys had shows
tonight?
Did we talk about that already on the podcast?
What
shows tonight?
I just hosted 2. That's where I got these White Claws from.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Don't Tell.
Tell?
I did Ground and Pound up in Alpharetta.
You got fucked.
I got pounded in the ground.
Okay.
I did not want to be there.
Like a cicada.
No, it was good. It was Zain Sharif, Tim Cherikolov. It was like a coffee shop that also does alcohol. Mm-hmm. So it was fun.
I did the there was a comedy festival in Dunwoody that you couldn't apply to. They just put you on it.
Nice.
And
you were one of the ones that.
Well, but like not. I don't. It was very last minute. I think like it just got thrown together. But the first show, it was in like a tiny little bar that had ceilings like as big as this room. It was like couldn't have gone better. Mm-hmm. Everybody was killing. And then we walked across the street to a Mexican restaurant named Chupito's Aztec Grill.
Yeah.
Now, Chupito's was named after the owner, who is a straight, like just a white guy named Dan. His nickname is Chupito.
Like, is that the Spanish version of Geppetto?
And this guy decided to open
Pinocchio.
That would be funny if they were like the origin was like you pedo, and then it was like
Chupito.
Yeah, he's literally building little boys. He's like, I like it when his nose grows. He's just sitting on Pinocchio's face, being like, "Tell me a lie. Tell me you like this."
That's a good sketch of like raping Pinocchio.
And it's technically not illegal because he's made of wood.
He's not real.
He's not a real boy.
Yeah.
That's so funny. If the whole reason he wanted to become a real boy was so
he stopped.
So he
Stopped getting raped.
So he could get legal justice.
Oh,
sorry. In Sicily, you're allowed to rape wood.
It's crazy you guys don't edit anything at all.
In 6 years, when Pinocchio
Well, here's
becomes
the thing.
public domain, we've got a movie on our hands.
That is true.
Here's the thing. I'm going to edit out the stuff I say. And then I'm going to be like,
Us
guys.
hard laughing.
Guys, can you believe Jacob said this?
Yeah, and then you cut like the syllables that I say into slurs. So the Chupito show was not good?
Oh my god.
Like real quick, could you say the word night and then dig and then
No, I mean the comics had good sets. Boy, did I not.
Were you hosting?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh,
Were you hosting both shows?
No, I just did a spot on the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just so crazy how you can go from just the set of your life to walk across the street and be like, why do I do this shit?
Yeah, were you like on like the energy of the first show, and then you?
Yeah, dude, I went up
torpedoed?
good, and they just were not ready for me to be telling jokes.
Dude, I talked to a guy in
But they were like having like plates of nachos and shit. Like it was like a full on Mexican restaurant.
Was it like was it a separate room, or was it like the main room?
So it was a separate room. But it was probably like 40, 50 feet long, and the ceilings were like 30, 40 feet high.
That's the worst,
real high
dude.
ceilings.
I hate that.
Worst. Because like whenever you're telling jokes or whatever, I like being in Colorado. Like I did stand up in Denver for 3 years. I did so many breweries, and all of them have like infinite high ceilings. And then it's just
Impossible.
like it just like all of your words and whatever just disappear.
Bro, last summer I did a brewery. And I was featuring doing 20 to 25 is what they told me, right? And we get there, and there's 12 tickets sold in a room that seats easily 250.
Oh my
Okay?
god!
And they had chairs out for 150.
Fuck,
Dude.
And
they knew they sold 12 tickets.
Yeah.
Beforehand. They're like, we're at 12, right? Let's make this horrendous for the comedians.
Not even judging their show running ability or aptitude, but like, why would you set those up?
I know, dude.
You have to think.
The answer I was told, we oftentimes get walk-ups.
Yeah, we always get 100.
138 walk-ups.
Yeah, we're gonna get 138 people that are just kind of interested enough, dude.
On a $25 ticket.
The show's like halfway through. Yeah. Let me pay $25.
Also, I'm imagining you were in rural Georgia.
It was,
And
yeah.
Where was it?
Charlotte?
Who was running it, and why are they such a bad producer?
Say their name. I swear I'll edit it out.
No.
Does it rhyme with Poe Jedis? I don't know.
Damn, it's gonna be.
He's not gonna listen. It doesn't matter.
Edgar Allan Poe Volkswagen Jetta. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Jacob, what's the worst show you've ever done?
I remember, dude. There's not even the worst show I did. The worst time I think that I've ever had on stage. I was really early into comedy, and I took a break for like 3 months or 4 months. So it was a recipe for disaster because I was like very arrogant about my own comedy because I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah,
and I hadn't done it in like 4 months. And I had a bit that really worked in Durango, which is the college town that I started comedy in, and I tried it in Denver.
My uncle lives in Durango.
Oh, I think you told me that one
My
time.
good friend Sadie lives in Durango.
Is that true?
They
Yeah.
probably all know each other.
Literally. It's a tiny town.
I've been to Durango.
It's a great town.
Yeah, it was sick.
It's very cool. But so I was doing this open mic in Denver, and I had this bit about wanting my ex-girlfriend to kill herself.
Nice. So I guess the school shooter didn't get her.
yeah, exactly. But like the joke in Durango like did really well, and I was like, it's gonna crush. It's gonna be awesome.
And the bit is that you persuade her to grow up and become a debate teacher.
yeah, literally. But no, like I was like so arrogant about my own comedy because I had done it maybe twice.
Yeah.
And so like now as like an experienced comedian, I'm like, you have to work on a bit like 10 or 15 times before it's good.
Yeah.
And I had done it twice, and I was like, this is a banger bit. I'm never gonna change anything. And the whole premise, like what makes it funny is that I like triple and quadruple down on wanting my ex-girlfriend to kill herself, so it becomes so absurd that like it's like funny.
Yeah.
And they weren't having any of it from the beginning.
Yeah.
And so I just crashed and burned so bad. And I was like, no, you guys, I want this human to kill themselves. So why aren't you guys on my side?
I don't want her here anymore.
I want her to die. Yeah.
And then 138 walk-ins all dial 911.
Yeah, what about you guys? What's the worst show?
I think so. When I first started, I got I was getting some OTP stuff like outside the perimeter, and this guy was like, I'm not gonna say who it was, but he doesn't even deserve to be mentioned.
Is he still doing comedy?
Who knows? Gives a shit.
So yes.
Yeah.
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
But so he ran this show. He was like, man, I got this show out in Carrollton. All right, it's about an hour west. And so
I like how you keep adding specifics so we can like draw the
there's
conclusion.
No way you can.
Oh, okay.
And
you'd be surprised. I'm gonna get
Shelly on the job. She'll figure it out, dude.
Yeah. No, so I'll tell you guys his name off the podcast, off air, but
just tell me now. I'll
I
edit it.
don't want to even mention him because he sucks.
Okay.
Do I know him?
I'm probably not.
Oh, okay.
But
I don't care anymore.
so we drive out to Carrollton. I drive out to Carrollton, and he has me do 15 minutes. Okay, and I was 4 months into comedy, and then it was like okay, I guess. And he goes, "Hey man, I'm doing the show again next month. I want you to come back and headline with 30."
Whoa.
And I was like, okay, you got it.
You're like, yes, sir.
And I come back. There was also like nobody there that month. Like I think I had 4 people maybe or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
I come back to headline, okay? And,
Crazy. 4 months in, headlining, doing 30 minutes, by the way.
And there's
Yeah.
0 people in the building other than the staff of the bar. Okay. And he is loudly at full volume talking to all of them.
On stage?
No. While I'm on stage.
Oh, you still did the show?
Yes. He's like, well, the show's got to go on. And then, so I'm doing my shit to like waitresses. And then he's like, hey, let me talk to you for a second.
Wait.
He's like, this guy fucking sucks, by the way.
Hold up. He was talking to the bartenders a bunch? Mm-hmm. I know exactly who you're talking about.
I don't think you do.
I do.
And then, maybe. And then, so I'm like trying to get their attention out of the conversation they're locked in with him. And I'm like, boy, looks like someone forgot to finish painting the ceiling.
Uh-huh.
And because it was unfinished.
Yeah.
And then the bartender yells at me from back behind the bar. He's like, I was supposed to finish it. I fell off the ladder and broke my knee. If you got a problem with it, you get on the ladder and finish it. I was like, I'm sorry.
And you're like 4 months in, you know how to riff, and you're like, okay.
Do I get paid?
Anyway, I was talking about airline food.
How's your knee? Is it gay now?
yeah. That's more like it. I didn't go airline fare. Boy, fell off a ladder, fucking pussy.
Yeah, that's funny.
Damn, I can't even think. I've only ever crushed.
You've only crushed.
What?
You're like you're the
another-
opposite of Gilbert,
Okay.
where you're like, I've always had a good crowd. I don't know.
Yeah.
I got another one.
Yeah.
I was supposed to, so I won a comedy competition, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the guy putting it on was running a show the next weekend in Anniston, Alabama at Happy Hour Comedy. Okay. And Taylor Neely and Murray Saidi were on that show.
Yeah.
And they were like, hey, are you doing that show the next weekend? And I was like, no. And so they asked the showrunner, they're like, hey, can AJ do a spot on the show? And he's like, no. And they're like, but he just won the comedy competition. He goes, so I don't care.
Wow.
And then they're like, okay, what if we take 3 minutes off each of our sets? Then can he do a spot? And he's like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
So there's like a lot of debate on us getting to that show. Murray's wanting to leave at like 3 p.m. Georgia time for like an 8 p.m. Alabama show that's an hour behind Georgia time. Yeah. So I'm like, nah, absolutely not. I'm just started talking to my girlfriend now, but like we are not relationship. Like we had I think we were on like 3rd date or something, right? Mm-hmm. I'm like, hey, would you go to the show with me? I'm like, first off, I know the showrunner. It's going to be a bad show. Like, it's not going to be good. I am better at this than what you're going to see, but I just need a reason not to have to leave at like 3 p.m. Do you mind? She's like, of course. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. So we drive out to the show. This is back when she like thought it was cool I was doing stand-up.
Yeah. Before the novelty wore off immediately.
She's like, oh, yeah. An artist.
Yeah.
Before it became a hindrance.
Yeah.
Which happens in every relationship as a comedian.
Oh, don't I know it?
Yeah, sorry, dude. It's never happened for me. They always love it.
Yeah. So
for a night.
We get there. The showrunner comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, man, how much time you got?" I'm like 2 years in at this point, right? Yeah. And I'm like, 15, but I can get to 20. Like,
which is so funny because you did 30 like immediately.
But I did not. Like it was reading like non sequitur, like everything that I ever had. But I was like at this point I had like a set that 15, I did. Yeah. No, I didn't have a solid 15. I lied. I had like 4.
Yeah.
But you know, I was like, what I thought at the time, I was like, I got 15, but I didn't. And then so I tell him 20, and he's like, "That's it." And I was like, "That's it." He's like, "How long you been doing this?" I'm like, fucking like a year and a half, maybe. And he's like, you should have 30, 45 by now. And I was like, I don't think that's right.
And what was his name?
Just say what it rhymes with.
Schmerich Mickelson. And then, well, actually, no, I'll say that guy's name because he never paid me for this shit. Derek Nicholson. Fuck that guy. Fuck him right to hell.
I don't know.
I know Derek, yeah.
So he's like, you don't have...
Derek, I'm on your side.
He unfollowed me on Instagram the other day.
Hey, you know what? Fuck him right on in the ass.
What if he's like one of your consistent listeners and he's like, I feel so bad.
You know what? I'll tell you this. I don't want him as that. So he's like, that's it? That's the only time you got? And I go, I mean, I think that where I'm at, a year and a half in, telling you I have 20 minutes is
That's
fine.
good. Yeah,
That's insane. That's a lie.
It would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if it was funny.
Yeah.
But it was not. And he goes, all right, well, I'll just ask Taylor to do it. And I was like, well, no, the fuck you. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Because
To
I was
do
like,
what? How many-
You're like,
Taylor
hold
was
on.
Wait. So you went from doing a 6-minute spot to doing like 25 or 20?
No, he wanted me to headline the shit. He was like, I don't have a headliner for it.
Oh, wow.
And he was about to ask Taylor to headline, and
Yeah.
Taylor was like 6 months in, and I was like, no, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Like, I have 3 more minutes than Taylor.
Bro, and I walked into a room that seats probably, easily 150, 8 people in it.
Wow.
Okay.
This
You
seems
gotta
like a
stop-
recurring thing.
Yeah.
You got to chill with every time you see 150, you should run.
Yeah. The other one was 250, but no, so.
And this one was sold out for sure.
No.
And then they found out AJ was headlining, and they're like,
Yeah.
Also, I've been told by a lot of people they're like, hey, that owner of that club, he's like, he'll try to fuck you.
Is he
They're like,
gay?
Yeah. They're like,
Oh.
he'll like give you drinks. He'll tell you like you're really funny, and
Yeah.
he'll be like, why don't you come on back to the back?
Wow.
I'm like, nah, I'm all right. So if
Did he
any
say it to
comics
you?
listening, no.
Okay.
That is actually a pretty common thing. Yeah.
For any comics listening, watch out.
Watch out. There are like bar owners that try to fuck you. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah, and where are they at so I could try to get booked or avoid.
it's been a dry spell.
Nah, just insatiable.
So it's just a thirst that can never be quenched.
It's like I've been drinking salt water my whole life, dude. Which I guess I have been. In a roundabout way.
How did it turn out though?
So I go up there and I riff off the top and a big laugh out of these 8 people. Okay.
Nice.
And I proceed to talk for the next 45 minutes in dead silence.
45? You're doing
45.
Oh my god, dude.
I did 45 to silence, to the point where like I was trying to crowd work people. I'd be like, "Excuse me, how you guys are you guys a couple?" Quit responding.
Yeah.
They were just so done. I was like, "How long you been together?" They were like, "Stop talking to us."
Oh my god.
Jesus, dude.
One of the questions I asked just aloud, just like, "Will anyone answer it?" Only person that answers it, my girlfriend.
Wow, dude.
I was like, "You guys ever fucking be stuck in traffic?" And she's like, "Yes." And I was like,
Yeah.
"No, the girl I brought. That's such a bad look."
She's
Wait,
like,
was that the third date?
It was probably I'm not exaggerating, 4th or 5th.
Wow.
Yeah, we'd been on 3 at this point.
and she saw you bomb for 45 minutes. You're like, I swear I'm better.
Bro, we drove home and she was like, "That was fun."
Oh, I hate
and I was like, "Hey, stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Quit
I
it.
do not need that. I was not supposed to do that. You were supposed to see me do 6 minutes,
Dude.
not an hour of just begging people to respond to me, not even laugh."
Oh, dude. I have a similar story. It was an open mic at a black box like improv club in Denver.
Yeah.
But it was a girl that I had seen once or twice before, and we were going out on like a third date, and it was like still within like maybe the first year or like year and a half of me doing stand up.
Yeah.
And I told her beforehand, I was like, hey, this could be bad, it could be good. And it was like a completely sold out crowd, but it was a very small room. And they called me, it was kind of like a bucket thing, but they called me like really early on in the show. Mm-hmm. And I went up there, and the first thing that I said was like, okay. It was like some old joke about like taking my dead dog's painkillers.
Nice.
And then after that, like,
Cool guy.
yeah. And it was like a new joke, and I had like a bunch of stuff that I was like wanting to do after that joke. Like that was just the beginning to like get into the material. And I said the first joke, and it had like a little pop, and then I just went blank on stage.
No.
And I can't even remember how I just like stumbled over the next 4 minutes or whatever, but it was so bad.
Oh my god.
And yeah.
That sounds like 1/10 of what I went through.
Yeah, exactly. But you're still dating that girl. That girl that I saw, never again.
No, for now.
Yeah, it was bad.
Damn, dude.
Have you ever embarrassed
Yes,
yourself
of
in
course
front
I
of a
have.
woman
Something bad
before?
yet?
No, I can't. Yes, I have. I went to. I was opening for Big Rich one time.
Okay.
And we were at this thing. There was another one of those giant fucking rooms for some reason.
Yeah.
But like,
big rooms love having stand up.
yeah, dude. And there was like 25 people there, I think. And like 4 people were really fucking with me. And that I just clung on to that because every other person in that place hated my fucking guts, dude.
Yeah.
They hated me so. I literally overheard a person say to his friend, "Hey, you could do fucking better than this."
Oh no!
Yeah, dude. 20 minutes clean.
Dude.
The only laugh I got from the whole crowd the entire time was I have like a joke about the Army football team, and then like I went into that, and then some guy was like, "Yeah, like." He's like, "Hey man, fuck the Army football team. I was on the Navy football team." And I was like, "Oh yeah," he was like, "Yeah, fucking, I like the Army football team, but we just lost to Navy."
Yeah.
And I went, "Damn, that means y'all gay now."
Killed.
Murdered.
Yeah.
And that was the only time I got any laugh. I have a joke where I do like a bunch of math, and sometimes I can get like good laughs, like it did tonight. And they were just like, "Boy, what the fuck are you talking
Yeah,
about?"
you adding.
Yeah.
They don't like that.
They don't like that at all.
Also, are you doing the work of the devil?
yeah.
Some boy from the city comes up here and does the devil stuff.
What am I talking about? I think I blocked this. This is why I couldn't think of it, because I tried to repress this memory. Like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I did the supermarket show that Marietta took over from Gabby at this place called the Supermarket. It's like a little theater thing. And Marietta's hosting, who is like essentially like a living Polly Pocket, right? Yeah. Like just bubbly personality, super friendly. She was hosting, and they were loving it. And I was doing Bullet, and I was like, "Dude, I'm fucked."
Yeah.
Like if they love,
it's in that like basement thing.
Yeah.
Very liberal crowd too. Like,
exactly. And if a crowd loves Marietta, and then the exact opposite,
like me.
Yeah, dude. And I went on, and I had like this new joke about where like I think I told the story on the podcast before, but it's like how I stopped doing cocaine was I just like would be really mean to all my dealers, and they would just stop responding to me. Yeah, so I told a joke about like crushing pills and doing coke like for 4 minutes, and every person in the crowd looked at me like I just pulled my pants down. They were like, "What the fuck is this, dude?"
Dude, have you guys ever gotten the thing where you're doing so bad on stage that somebody in the crowd goes, "Keep going," or like they give you
no, these people were like, "You can leave."
Bro, I saw that tonight at that show I was on.
Who was the comedian that bombed so hard that happened?
I won't say that. Not with that line.
Did that actually happen though?
So this comic tried a riff, and it failed, and then like addressed that like was like, "Wow, I thought that was gonna get more," and someone was like, "It was a good try though."
I would rather get called a slur or like some I would rather have a really bad heckler than somebody being like, "You're doing great."
Dude, Oz drive me fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, dude.
Aww.
Yeah. It's like the exact opposite of a laugh. You're like, that is like anti-cum.
Yeah. That just made my dick shrivel up.
Yeah.
That sucks,
Crawl
dude.
inside me. Turtle mode.
Dude, one time this wasn't like a show, it was like a mic. Remember when like in East Atlanta Village they had that place 10, that like hookah bar? Yeah. I remember like one week I went there, and like the host like I went up, and then I guess you don't have like a set time. It's just you kind of go.
Yeah.
And I was doing pretty well, so I thought it'd be like 4 minutes, so I ended up being like almost 8. I was like, all right, fucking sweet, dude. And then I came back like a week or 2 later, and she immediately like threw me up like next or something.
Whatever happened to that lady?
I think she moved to New York.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, the second she lit me under 2 minutes, dude.
Oh, you were bombing so bad?
Yeah, dude. I went up there. I said it. I think I started telling my like Black Jeff joke, and they were just like, "No." Like 3 people were
all
like,
black crowd.
Yeah. And 3 people. But I swear I did it like the week before, and it killed. And then I did this, and they were like, "Nope." And then I said, I can't remember what it was, but it was something how I started going like how just a normal joke starts. You know how you do this one thing as like the setup, and like 3 people are just like, "We ain't never done that." And I was like, "Okay." The other day I was doing this one other thing though, but you guys probably done that, right? And they were just like, "The fuck we have, dude."
Dude, I have there's a black comedian that I know in Indianapolis. His name is David Brooks. It's super funny.
David
comedian.
Lucas?
Yeah, David Lucas. But David
He's so
Brooks.
funny.
He has this joke where he's like talking about the difference between like white audiences, black audiences, and how polite white audiences are when you're bombing, like at a show.
Yeah.
They just like sit there and they go, and they just like wait for you to like succeed. And like black audiences, if you start bombing, they just start talking to each other. They're like, this guy fucking sucks.
Enough of him.
Yeah, exactly.
When is he gonna leave?
Ooh, I think that's about it, right?
What are we at? We break an hour?
Hour and 1 minute.
Oh, right on the dot.
Flew by.
I really did.
Yeah, that was a fun
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jacob, for coming out.
Yeah.
If anybody listens to this when it comes out and is in the Atlanta area, Jacob is the resident comic at the Laughing Skull. Is on every show this month.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
shouts
Thank
out.
you for the camera.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
filming
yeah.
that
Yeah,
promo,
yeah.
dude.
I need to get that before I leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot to bring the SD card.
That
I'll
sucks.
Get that to you. I'll get that to
I'm
you.
definitely not editing shit out now. I'm editing shit in. I'm gonna actually look into.
It's like a Hitler speech. Like every time that I open my mouth.
I'm gonna actually look into how to do the syllable slurred aggregation.
No, yeah.
You have anything else to plug?
And now I just Jankum Jones on Instagram, and look up Jacob Jonas comedy on YouTube.
Oh, dude, that was so funny. We were filming his promo for the like his promo for the residency, and like Jacob was doing a bunch of street interviews of people, and then like they afterwards would be like, "Oh, you do comedy? Like, can I follow you?" Like, and they pull out Instagram, and Jacob's Instagram is literally Jenkum, like the drug that's fermented shit. He would have to have these people type Jenkum into their fucking search bar every time.
Dude, can I just one quick story?
No,
so I hosted for Chad Daniels at the
that was
Punchline
sweet.
or whatever.
That was sick.
When before one of the shows, he was like, "Hey, what's your Instagram or whatever?" And I told him, I was like, "Oh, it's Jankum," and he goes, and I typed it, I was like, "It's Jankum Jones," and he goes, like, "What's Jankum?" And I was like, "This is gonna be hilarious, right?" Because I'm gonna tell him. And I was like, "Oh yeah, it's like basically like in like really poor countries, like where they don't even have access to like drugs where you can like huff or whatever. You basically shit and piss into like a 2-liter bottle, and then the methane that comes up from that shit and piss, you take it from a balloon and then you inhale it." And then Chad looked at me and he goes, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And then, dude, you weren't at this show, but then literally that was right before he like went up.
Yeah.
And then he goes up, and you know how at Punchline everybody has their Instagram handle or whatever. He goes, "I don't know if you guys remember, but the host, his thing is Jankum," and he riffed on the Jankum thing for like a minute and a half, and I was like, "Oh my god, dude."
Do you remember what he said about it?
I don't even remember. I think that my dad was at one of the shows. That might have been the show that my dad was at.
Oh my god!
Did he follow you?
No, he didn't follow.
No.
But I got $200 for the weekend, so whatever.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
But
that's hilarious. Damn, dude, this was the Jankum cast.
This is Jankum
Slop-cast.
dude. Jankum X Slop, dude.
Jankum Slop.
Jankum Slop.
The collab that we needed.
Yeah.
AJ Kegel with 2 E's on Instagram, Patrick John O'Malley, and then Slopcastpod on everything else.
Check us out. Somebody please leave one comment on Spotify.
Just one comment. Dude, even Taylor Neely had like one solid follower. On
we
all
have
of
one.
his.
Yeah, we got
Shouts
our
out.
What are their names?
It doesn't.
Okay. Eddie Carter?
Spiff not.
That's our Eddie Carter's our producer.
Eddie
Carter
Carter's
is our
the
producer.
He's
He
gonna
actually-
stop saying the N-word, dude.
Bro, it was crazy.
I'm kidding, Eddie.
No, you're not. It's actually kind of funny because before we had
No,
you,
you're not.
before we had Jacob on, we consulted our producer and we were like, "Hey, our buddy Jacob wants to tell this like school shooter story. We don't know if that would really fly." And Eddie's like, "Bro,
Let me punch it up.
Yeah, Eddie's he added the bit about the kid painting his painting
the ceiling with his brains.
Yeah.
He gave me that verbatim, word for word. So.
Hell yeah, dude.
Eddie's a genius, man.
I know, rising star, dude. All right, I guess
One day we'll get him a mic.
Yeah.
One day.
For sure.
All right. I think that's it from us. Thank you so
Hell yeah.
much.
See ya.
Yep.
See you guys.